Welcome to the Everton News Daily. Now, I've already filmed the Everton News Daily and I've gone out and I've just found out that Mori has been sold to Villarreal for a undisclosed fee. The 27-year-old has left the club after making 67 appearances. Obviously, he spent most of last season injured. There was talk today that he'd been linked with Middlesbrough, but he's left to go to Villarreal for an undisclosed fee. That's all we really know. He is the first player to leave the club since Marcel Brands and Marco Silva took over. A player in contract, that is. And when we know more, we'll let you know. Now, following on from this, you'll see the rest of the News Daily that I recorded before. Thanks very much. Not loads going on at the moment, is there? It's quite quiet. The World Cup is dominating things. If you want to know everything about the World Cup and what's been going on, make sure to check out our daily videos where we've been covering some games, all of the games, whatever's been catching our eye, whether there's been something going on with VAR or whatever. Make sure you check it out. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do. We're very, very close to getting 25,000. We want to get that. Click the bell for alerts as well. Let's move on to the stories for today. Everton being linked with a move for Stoke City midfielder Badou Ndiaye. He's currently at the World Cup with Senegal. Kevin Campbell, who's seen a lot of him because Kevin Campbell's son plays for Stoke City, has said he's better than Garner. He's 27, 28 in October. Played 13 times last season, scored in 2 goals, 1 assist. But I think he's more of a defensive midfielder. I think last season was his first season in the Premier League. I think he played in Turkey before that. And Everton have been linked with him for today. Do Everton need another holding midfielder with Garner? And, you know, Garner obviously in the Senegal squad, playing games, sort of scored the other day, even though it was taken off him. Is this what we need? I mean, certainly we certainly need a midfielder who's box to box, who can get up and down the pitch, break the play up, have some physicality, get in both boxes. But from what, 2 goals in 13 games suggests that he's not someone who's going to put the ball in the back of the net. But who am I to argue with Kevin Campbell? If he thinks he's better than Garner, then maybe he is, and maybe someone Everton could benefit from signing. I'm sure he will be available. I'm sure Stoke City would be open to offers for their players with them being relegated. But saying that, they want to bounce straight back. So, we are being linked with a lot of players, and it's hard to know which ones are genuine and which ones are fake. But he's been linked with us today. Steven Gerrard has told Wayne Rooney to go to MLS. He said he enjoyed his experience over there and would recommend it to Wayne Rooney. Now, obviously, Wayne Rooney, it's been mooted for over a month now that he could be leaving Everton for MLS, for DC United. Now, he can't go anyway till I think the 10th of July, so maybe a decision will be made a little bit closer to that. Maybe the decision's already been made and it's just a case of not announcing it till after the World Cup or closer to the time that he can sign, or maybe once Everton are back in pre-season training, which is I think the 2nd of July, so not that far away now. But yeah, Steven Gerrard, he had a bit of an up and down time in MLS. Did okay at times, but struggled with, I think, the pace and the strength of opposition players. I've said this a lot of times. MLS, what it lacks in quality, it makes up for in fitness, and because you're playing in 4 different time zones, you're playing in 2 different countries, you're playing at altitude, you're playing in heat, humidity. Sometimes you can be playing in wintry conditions. It offers everything. It's a vast country, America, not only America, Canada as well. So you've got to put up with all those things. You've got to put up with the fact that other players will not be anywhere near your technical levels, but also those players will be far superior in fitness and stamina to you. So it offers a lot of different things, and as MLS has been turning its back on players like Wayne Rooney and Steven Gerrard for that very reason, because the mix and the balance is not always right. But we'll wait and see. It does seem like Wayne Rooney will be leaving the club, but we will wait on that announcement. But Steven Gerrard, who currently is the manager of Rangers, certainly backs Wayne Rooney leaving. A player not leaving for MLS, someone who was linked with a move to MLS, basically because he was in LA on holiday, Leighton Baines. He's been back at Finch Farm and wants to get back to Finch Farm early. I think he was back today because there was Everton were holding some training sessions for a group of kids from Chernobyl. I think it's the 14th year in a row that Everton have had kids over from Chernobyl. And Leighton Baines just stressed that he wants to get back to Finch Farm early. He wants to get training. He wants to be back at working hard, preparing so we can be part of Marco Silva's plans for next season. So fabulous professional, fabulous appetite for the game as always from Leighton Baines, and you know, he probably understands that Everton do want to go and buy another left back and want backup, and that's probably, you know, that's drives him on. And you know, me and Baz have sat down and spoke about Leighton Baines this week and how he could possibly help somebody come in to take his place eventually, but how Leighton Baines will benefit from that as well. So look out for that video when it drops. That's it for today. The World Cup obviously is dominating all the headlines. Obviously an old Everton player, Tim Cahill, didn't get to play again for Australia today. What is going on there now? 2 games, a defeat and a draw for Australia, and Tim Cahill has not had a minute of play. Why didn't they bring him on in the last 5 minutes? You know, keep him for the last 5 minutes and bring him on to try and win that game. I just don't think the coach likes him, if I'm perfectly honest. And it's a bit of a shame. Hopefully he'll take some part in the last game, because they've still got an opportunity to get out that group if they can win that game. And France beat Denmark. Let's hope Tim Cahill contributes to that and they get through. I think Sigurdsson plays tomorrow. Yeah, he plays tomorrow for Iceland, so we look forward to that game. Thanks as ever for watching the Everton News Daily. We'll be back tomorrow. See you later.